Hey guys, this is Zel bringing you my very first audio commentary. I am doing the MSL Season 4 run of 16, Kwanro versus Cal, and there's Kwanro you see in the 1 o'clock position and Cal down in the 7 o'clock position. This is Blue Storm, so there is only two spawning points, so the players obviously know where each other are, and Kwanro is a new player, and he does have a pretty bad ratio versus Protoss. At this point it's 1-3. And Cal, actually, these two have met before, and Cal did beat him. It was in the Shinin Pro League last year, in September, I believe. And it'll be interesting to see if Cal goes for the Bisu build, Corsairs and Dark Templars, because Kwanro did lose in Season 3 of the MSL 3 times in a row to Bisu. So let's see if Kwanro has learned to deal with this, because he is on CJ Entis, and of course the Maestro Savior is there, and we'll have to see if Savior's taught Kwanro how to deal with the Corsairs and the Dark Templar combo. And just starting up here, we'll see what Kwanro's going to do. Looks like he's going to put down a spawning pool, and he is indeed. It is 9 pool from Kwanro, so he is looking to rush, hoping to catch Cal off guard possibly. But again, Blue Storm, he's only going to need 1 Zealot to block off that narrow choke, or possibly even cannons. We'll have to see what Cal decides to go. And indeed, the pylon down. Hasn't sent out the scout yet, so here he comes. Let's see what he puts down. The extractor going down. No, just cancelling it just to get the extra drone out. So looks like he has dropped the fort. So Cal is going to be placing some cannons down, 1 or 2 probably, and it actually is going to work out very well for him, because this is almost a direct counter to Kwanro's strategy at this point. And the probe scouting just in now, so he's going to see that spawning pool, and I bet Cal's going to be pretty happy right now, because he'll be well prepared. So the Zerg morphing now, and looks like a drone just coming out, possibly to do a fast expand. Probe following it. Cal probably expecting the fast expand, so he's going to try and harass that drone, and the cannon's indeed going up, so Cal is going to be very prepared for this rush when it comes. And nice probe micro by Cal, trying to delay that hatchery, but doesn't delay it for too long, and those Zerglings coming out, so this probe should be dying very shortly. And like I said, Kwanro has played Cal, and he did lose, and of the other matches that I have seen of him, even though he is a new player and his record isn't that great in general, he does seem to has shown to very poor macro at certain times, and as you can see here, not the greatest micro either. That probe going back and forth with those 6 Zerglings. I'm not sure why Kwanro just doesn't corner it in, and that probe getting away from those 6 Zerglings, and indeed keeping that scout up, and the gateway going down for Cal, so he's probably going to put down a cybernetics core and then go to Stargate right away, because those meals, and an expansion going down at the 3 o'clock position for Kwanro, so he's definitely got that in mind, got the resources, so he's doing good, and the extractor going down. As I was saying, probably going to see some Corsairs pretty soon after the cybernetics core is up, and that probe still surviving. This is pretty poor micro by Kwanro, so, and probe finally dying, so it'll be interesting to see what Kwanro does with his Zerglings now. I mean, he should expect, since he hasn't seen any Zealots, he should expect the cannons being down on Cal's side, and the simulator just quickly going up. So it does look like Cal is going to be teching. He will not be in any sort of Zealot push, and these Zerglings coming in, they're probably going to be driven off, but maybe Kwanro, can get a quick attack in, kill some probes, but it doesn't look like. Nexus coming in, so that fast span is up, and that cybernetics core is going down. The 1 Zealot coming out now. Obviously very easy, just put it in the narrow expansion, and the probe coming in, so Zerglings kind of pulling back a little just to stop the scout. And the hatchery is almost up to 3 o'clock position, so soon Kwanro will be sitting with 3 expansions versus the Cal's 2, but of course Protoss not really needing to equal the Zerg with expansions to still have economic power, and that probe still dancing around, still poor micro by Kwanro. He really should, and layer tech going up, excuse me. So it'll be interesting to see if he goes for Mutalisks, and 2 Zealots pushing up here now, so Cal's probably looking to just to scout out just a little bit, but he wants to put a little pressure instead of just sending the lone drone or the lone probe. My bad. And that zealot going around, he's going to scout out that 3 o'clock position. So this is going to be pretty bad for Kwanro. I'm guessing he wanted to keep that expansion somewhat hidden, and now Cal punching up with that other zealot in the probe. And cleverly, very clever, using that narrow gap to keep those 6 Zerglings at bay so that he can only fight one at a time. And that lone zealot there, 3 o'clock base, scaring off those drones off the line. So annoying Kwanro just a little bit, keeping his resources down. And that Stargate is up now, so we will be seeing some... And that robotics facility going down. So there probably will be some drops here. I'm not sure if Kwanro was expecting this, but that Spire coming down, and the Zealot somehow sneaking through, and the probe. So Cal is going to spot this. The 4 Zerglings there just chasing off that Zealot. I'm not sure if he's going to get away or not. And another Zealot coming in, getting a nice little kill on the drone. Probably going to get another one, because this I'm not sure where Kwanro's other forces are. I mean, I know he's rushing for the Spire, but again, that Zealot just scaring off some drones, and I'm not sure how many kills. He did have 2 kills, so he did get another one. And I'm not sure what Kwanro's doing. He doesn't have a Hydra's Den down, or not one I have seen, and his Spire's not done yet, so that Corsair is going to be causing him some problems, and the Hydra's Den is going down. So it'll be interesting to see whether Kwanro decides to go Scourges or go Hydralisk to deal with this, and these Zerglings actually finally trapping that Zealot, or possibly not, getting away again. Just another example of the less than adequate micro. And that Corsair having free reign all over the air, just taking down, and another hatchery going down for Kwanro at the 3 o'clock, or the 12 o'clock position, excuse me. And that Spire and the Hydra's Den are up, so looks like Exomorphin, that Corsair, Cal should know. And just drones, actually. So Cal a little preemptive in his retreat, but another Corsair coming up. Looks like Kwanro is trying to come around at the top, but probably going to be scared off by those cannons very easily, and he is indeed getting scared off. 1 Zergling dying there, and some Scourges out. So and actually the robotics facility down, so the Reaver should be up soon. I haven't seen a drop ship, but we should be expecting a drop, and another hatchery going down at the 3 o'clock position for Kwanro. So it looks like he is trying to go into the macro mode with his Hydralisks, as opposed to continuing with Zerglings and possibly going Ultralisk or something like that. And those Scourges coming in, seeing that second Stargate being put down. So you know, 1 cannon down at the main, so getting all the scout information Kwanro needs. We'll just have to see whether Kwanro decides to continue with his Scourges to deal with these Corsairs. Looks like 4 or 5 there, floating over the natural for Cal.